Hello, Aries, and welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the second half of May of 2020 spiritual guidance reading. I'm going to start out with the Enchanted Map deck by Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to do a circle spread. For my subscribers, you already know I like to go back over that circle spread with different layers of different cards and combine them to get deeper as to what Spirit is trying to say as I translate spiritual guidance for whichever Aries I'm reading for during this general reading. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless whichever Aries I'm reading for with clearly defined messages regarding the second half of May of 2020. All right, so in the center of the circle spread, Aries, you have encouragement. So I feel like whichever Aries I'm reading for, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and so on, there's going to be some form of encouragement. Aries, you're going to feel like you are coming out of hibernation with the number 5 after connecting with Spirit, after trusting in Spirit. With the number 4, you are stepping into what feels like a more solid foundation in some way because people are encouraging you to continue whatever it is you've been working on, whatever it is you are planning. Look at this. For in the next, okay, so we'll say, let me get up my calendar here so I can get clear. From the 16th to about the 22nd in the thoughts position, Aries, you have the education energy. This is about, again, continuing to research what it is you've been learning about, what it is you're wanting to create, who it is you were meant to become here on Earth. So we have an Aries here who's being guided to figure out their soul purpose, right? God's purpose for you. Were you meant to be a cabinet maker or a bread baker, so that eventually everybody will exchange their needs and find contentment and stability financially. I see this pandemic as a self-awareness moment where we may have gotten lost in the should haves, and this is the way it has to be, to now getting back in touch with what fulfills me? What am I passionate about? So during the week of the 17th to the 24th is what I'm getting here in relation to another or others. This is a beautiful card. Now, 20 is 2, right? 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 is about moving into a new direction, coming up with new ideas, planning new things. So in the relationship sector, I feel like Aries, if you're with someone, I think both of you are really researching connections in connection to another or other, where you're flying above the maze of your life. You're starting to see more clearly who it is you want to remain in partnership with. If you're single, you may be receiving encouragement during the second half of May of 2020, Aries, that helps you to see more clearly in relation to another or others. Maybe for some of you, in relation to researching something or further educating yourself in some way. So there is Spirit saying some time here to research what it is that you are passionate about. Because again, we're reflecting and trying to figure out our purpose, right? Our reason for being here on Earth. And someone here is connecting to another or others. And they're going to be, I'm getting now the 20th with that card of May of 2020 for some Aries, moving into an exciting new direction. Now, in the creative aspects position, we have a not so positive card. But when you look at it from Spirit's perspective, the storm field energies are like, I've been there, I've done that, I've learned, I know how to avoid storms now because of what I learned about in my past, about myself. So I'm going to take action in the creative aspects position to create a way to build a solid foundation whereby you're avoiding storms, you're avoiding negativity, you're bringing negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, and journeys to an end, because now is a karmic time. Are we moving into the path of something greater, better, and more, or are we going to kind of be stuck backwards and confused? So I think that's a lot of what this is talking about. We have an Aries here that's really excited around the 20th of May to hop, skip, and jump into a new direction, but they need to avoid some form of storm field energy as they create connections with others, maybe regarding a business or this is personal. There's going to be encouragement, but I think Spirit's also saying take some time to research a connection, okay? If you're single is what I'm hearing. Research the situation, for you may feel like you know exactly where you want to go, but you may have to stop and create ways to identify that storm field energy. We'll clarify that in a little bit. All right, so in the actions position, Aries, you have the sad embrace. So this is someone who they're able to fly like this fairy, right? She's got the wings, but that self embrace is somebody's embracing that sadness, sad embrace. Sorry, I'm not reading the card. I'm getting more of a download right now from Spirit. So they're saying, free yourself from embracing some form of sadness regarding this unhealthy energy, storm fields, frustrations, worries, and fears. Okay. With the number 9 jumping out now, something is coming to an end. You're creating an end to some form of storm field energy, and you're able, or you will feel more able by the end of May of 2020 to free yourself from some form of sadness you've been embracing. Interesting. So emotionally, look at this. By the end of, and I know I said April, maybe something took place in April. That's okay. When the pandemic, that must be what the storm field energy is about, trying to create a way to get up and move excitedly into a new direction where you can receive encouragement. I don't even know how to explain this, but Spirit's been trying to show me that this pandemic is a pinnacle of the negative thoughts, right? People thinking negatively about schools, so schooling stopped. People thinking negatively about where society's heading, therefore society got hung up, right? And it's because a lot of people have maybe made some bad mistakes, and now they're having to face the sadness, but they need to let go. Okay, the lessons are over at this karmic pinnacle of time, and now we can start to trust in the universe. Okay, as humans, we're fearing the direction we are being guided to go. But if you'll sit back and find contentment in this moment of pause, research something that you enjoy learning about or doing. Emotionally, there's commitment. There's success with the number 6 here, and the number 3 is about the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. So Spirit has been trying to guide you towards success, where you can make a commitment to a person, place, circumstance, situation, organization. So there's definitely encouragement here, and someone who's going to find an offer, an opportunity, a commitment, partnership, contract that they have been researching. Right? So if you follow Spirit's advice and educate yourself, you will be able to start to see things more clearly and not be lost in the maze of which way am I going? Am I making a mistake? But instead flying above in connection to others, receiving encouragement, and now able to let go of the embrace of sadness here with the storm field energy. So it's creating a storm and bringing an end to that storm of negative thoughts, right? The collective ebbs and flows depending on the human outlook. And if we're thinking more negatively, we get stalled even more. If we're thinking positively as a collective, beautiful things will come. There will be commitments. There will be deeper partnerships. And I'm noticing 3 + 6 is 9 emotionally again. Maybe making a commitment to a person, place, circumstance, situation, or direction is going to involve a lot of work. Or it's going to be able to free you from embracing some form of sadness, Aries. So that's in your actions position for the second half of May, is just take some time to connect with Spirit and free yourself, encourage others, educate yourself with whatever it is that makes you happy. Or subconsciously, Spirit's wanting you to remember this image with the magic stream. Number 8 and the 18 is all about recognizing unhealthy patterns, behaviors, and cycles in oneself or another. And now it's time to encourage others to learn new things, fly above confusion, and to move into a higher, better journey because of where you've been and what you went through, even if it's just this pandemic situation. See, day to day, in your day-to-day aspects, position of the circle spread. Aries, you've got the bone collector energy. This is about getting the supplies and practicing a craft. This is about marketing your craft, spending time alone, doing something that really, truly fulfills you day to day, coming up with maybe building birdhouses or doing photography. Everything is switching from your local brick and mortar right into the internet platform, which in turn brings everybody to the same level of what they want to market, sell, and what others will maybe in turn, share what they're creating. I just feel like there's some form of commitment with another or others, and people will bring this together. But somebody's got to free themselves from sadness, depression, or negativity, is what they're saying in the second half of May of 2020. And I just saw 1111 when I said that. Strong spiritual message. Okay, so in the inner strengths position, look at Spirit's giving this Aries the strength during the second half of May of 2020 to ride the wave. Ride the wave, educate yourself. For in relation to another or others, there will be encouragement, or the encouragement you're receiving mid-May, maybe around the 16th and 17th, maybe the 18th of May of 2020, Aries. You will be flying high in connection to another or others, and there will be some form of emotional commitment after taking some time to work and research. Yeah, there might be a lot of work involved. Maybe you're selling a house and you're moving elsewhere and you're having to pack everything up that you've had for years and years, right? So to my left, in a 3-card summary for further clarification, from the 16th to around the 22nd is what I'm hearing with these energies. Spirit saying trust with the very spiritual compass energy that Spirit is helping to guide you into a higher, better path. Like I just said earlier, listen, pray to Spirit for signs and synchronicities, for positive guidance, and pay attention to those signs and synchronicities. Someone here might recognize an idea by creating music, singing, dancing. With the music here, there's like harmony. Creating harmony. Spirit's guiding you into a new path. Look at it. And everybody with the number 7 is like, well, I don't know if I want to go there. I can't see. I'm unsure. And Spirit's saying, then take some time. We've got this time during the epidemic to sit in that dragon's lair energy. This is where you are meant to be. The space and the current circumstances and the current environment when this energy shows up is the path you're meant to be in. So use this time to take off that blindfold, for at some point in time, there's going to be some form of commitment or direction, and you're going to recognize that you are already dressed for this party, this situation, this change. So pray, don't focus on the little details is what they're saying. Everybody's being put in a moment of pause, so that we can reflect on what it is we need to learn, want to learn, so that we can receive, Aries, encouragement and commitment in connection to another or others. I shouldn't say we, but I do have Aries in my rising position. So let's see, we've got from like the week of the 18th to around the 24th of May of 2020. We have the Goblin's energy. So we do have a little bit of fear here. So when you are fearful and unsure, pray to Spirit for guidance, signs, and synchronicities. Trust and have faith that you are where you're meant to be, and you're being guided to research something that you've always wanted to learn about or do. This is a trust again, like there's blindfolds everywhere with the magical map shifter energies. Sorry, my eyes are horrible. Know that at some point you're going to be shifted into the proper direction. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, remain positive because we're going to shift you into a path by which you were meant to go. Because whichever Aries this is, you are setting intentions, right? The egg represents goals and intentions and ideas and things that you want to give birth to, with number 22 jumping out there. It's about taking wisdom that you are researching and learning, crafts and supplies and what you're creating, goals and intentions that you are making and are praying for. At some point, you're going to start to recognize a new direction. Yeah, so I'm getting the 20th and the 22nd and even 21. So the Field of Dreams energy is about planting seeds, right? I'm going to oil paint, then I'm going to do some photography, then I'm going to write a little bit of a love story, then I'm going to, work on 3-4 different ideas, because I know that as I put my time and effort into these ideas and continue to put in my intentions to research and obtain wisdom with the owl here, that I can come apart from anything that feels like a storm field in my life. And that's why Spirit's saying in the second half of May of 2020, if you're not sure, Aries, about who the right person or situation is, Spirit is again saying, slowly and steadily, we will guide you. And you will go from reflecting in the sacred pool of the child within, what really fulfills you, where you want to go towards next into this boom, peaks of joy. Number 33. The Holy Trinity twice. 3 + 3 is 6. 6 is about success. So they're saying, have the strength. Use the strength energies with number 44, which is my favorite number, to create a solid foundation, not only financially and materially, but emotionally and spiritually. For there are some Aries who need to heal from some form of pain, and Spirit's giving you the strength to do so that you don't have to sit and embrace this sadness any longer. So we have a home situation, building on that foundation, recognizing that you are where you were meant to be, that you've had this moment to research something, and that the time and effort you're putting in is actually bringing a situation to life. So now we have the number 2, a new path, a new journey, a new direction, and number 9, completing a journey. Look at that confirmation right here. It could be by the last week of May of 2020, Aries, you start to look at a new path, a new direction regarding this golden palace energy, creating greater abundance in your life, or moving into something that is a more beautiful circumstance or environment. So there's going to be indecision here, but Spirit's saying, clean your mind up. Look at that. Clean your space up. For here you are in your actions position, Aries, embracing some form of sadness. And then boom, an unexpected visitor shows up. They make an offer to step out into the deep desert energy, the dry desert, dry deep. You haven't been here before, right? So she's walking out, she's stepping into into a journey they have not experienced as of yet, but they are recognizing, hopefully this is you, Aries, that the path you are stepping into that's new, that you've been researching, that you've been working on or towards, that really fulfills you and that you're passionate about, that you will automatically acclimate to this new circumstance, situation, or environment. And you will be able to celebrate some form of commitment, partnership, or contract. So Spirit's saying by the end of May of 2020, Aries, you will have this deep freeze moment where you can pause and reflect. So don't get worried when things slow down. Spirit is recognizing that you are becoming the leader of your own life journey, right? You're setting goals and intentions. You know where you're headed. You know what you're working on in the area of your foundation, home, family, business. Look at that. We have spiritual transformation. So that's a big part of what's going on here. That may be a little bit painful. That may be what this is about, cleaning up sadness that you've been embracing, because Spirit is coming to rescue you. So we have 2 people that were maybe considering coming together, but they weren't sure. And we have one of these 2 people, you Aries, and maybe another, who has a special gift or talent, but you're kind of holding back from sharing it with the world. So it's time to open that heart, that treasure, and to come together. I think this is where that commitment partnership comes. There's a balance here. I think it's important, Aries, that you maintain a balance by setting new goals and intentions and slowly but surely researching and learning more, not only about what you're passionate about, but about yourself. And that's where the mountain comes in. It's about going through the mountain, right? We can't go around the mountain and find that pot of gold, right? That greater abundance until we go through the mountain and research and learn. And those of us who have found the blessing on the other side of our efforts, that's when you're in a position where you can teach others what it is you've been researching and learning about. Yeah, so there's a spark, there's a realization by the end of May of 2020 that as you continue to tend to your goals and intentions, some Aries here is coming into an awareness of what has been transpiring. There are threes all over this spread. So Spirit is definitely helping to bring you into an awareness of who you should come into commitment or partnership with. So they're saying keep up the good work day to day. Share with others what you're creating for, and know that at some point in time here, maybe even as soon as the 18th of May of 2020, you've got the magic stream energy. Things flow beautifully. You receive a lot of encouragement, and now you are flying high in connection to another or others. So let's just clarify real quick with the, oh, sugar. I don't know where it is. So I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot deck. So I'm going to bring this in, Aries, so we can clarify the astrological signs and or elements of who by which this Aries is dealing with during the second half of May of 2020. Okay. Oh my! Wow, so it could be that even before the 16th, 17th, and 18th, or maybe around the 16th, 17th, and 18th of May of 2020, Aries, where you receive encouragement, a reason to celebrate, positive feedback, as you continue through the second half of May of 2020, researching and educating yourself. Able to clear your mind from, with the Five of Swords, inner chaos and conflict. For some Aries, it could be that, I'm going to say throughout the second half, and this is going to land on different times. Again, it could be around the 20th of May of 2020, where justice turns in your favor in relation to another or others. Justice representing marriage, commitment, partnership. So someone here, be it you or another person, and this is your reading, Aries, someone here may be trying to figure out if someone else has a three-party connection, but that comes with encouragement and education. I think it's more of a celebration, and someone's trying to research, why did I receive this offer, this opportunity, this recognition? I need to research more because I'm conflicted, and Spirit saying, don't be conflicted. We're trying to guide you into the connections with the right people so that subconsciously you can enjoy this magic stream energy, so that eventually you know that the path is going to flow smoothly. Yeah, so in the creative aspects position of the circle spread, we do have this storm field energy. I feel like someone came in like a storm and left like a storm, and they may have had air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini with the Nine of Swords energies. This could also be, I'm clinging to old worries, fears, pains, concerns, regrets, whatever it is. She's hung them up on her wall, and what she needs to do is just take them down and get rid of them. Recognize the owl is showing up here, bringing wisdom and knowledge because of these difficult experiences. So she needs to get rid of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are unhealthy and let the moonlight shine back in, he or she, during the second half of May of 2020. Now, in the actions position, someone is embracing sadness because of someone who has a very They care very much about their family, their business. They're financially abundant, secure, and stable, and or maybe in the past, Aries, you were in connection with someone who was in a leadership position or who had Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. We have an Aries here who may be worried about an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, and are watching another person grow into a higher, more successful self who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Okay, so in the emotional aspects position, we have commitment. Yep. And someone feeling stuck or trapped. So this is kind of like, it's a karmic time. Remember, this is a figment of our imagination with the Eight of Swords. This is not reality. So either it's you, Aries, or another, or both, if you're in a partnership, kind of feeling stuck or trapped. Contemplating, should we make a commitment when it comes to what we're celebrating? Okay, that's a strong message. There will be encouragement and a reason to celebrate. But there's inner conflict, and that's why there is a need and hopefully a desire here to research this reason to celebrate. Because Aries, I feel like in relation to another or others, justice is turning in your favor and you are receiving a lot of encouragement. So subconsciously, Spirit is helping for your magical stream to flow, and they're giving you the strength to ride that wave. Wow. So in the subconscious position, it's a new path. Subconsciously, Spirit saying with the full energies, now is the time to go with the flow, to ride the wave into a new beginning. For we are going to help to guide you to do so as you receive encouragement and celebrate with others. There may be a marriage, commitment, partnership offer that comes your way into connection with another Aries, and you're not stuck or trapped. You have the choice to choose, the freedom to make your own decisions moving forward. So in the day-to-day aspects position, there's definitely a message here for you, Aries, to get the supplies, to learn about something you've always wanted to learn about or do. To ground yourself by focusing on a hobby, gift, talent, or skill. For some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo. With the Seven of Wands, do I want to fight this battle anymore? Do I want to create a new direction for myself? For I'm receiving a lot of encouragement and I am celebrating that, but I'm indecisive. I'm feeling stuck or trapped. Interesting. So in the inner strength position, Spirit's saying we're going to give you the strength to ride the wave in the second half of May of 2020. We're going to give you the strength to step into a new path of victory, where some of you may have to cut away from a person, place, circumstance, situation in order to move forward and ride the wave. Some of you are being guided to speak your truth about a new direction, a path of victory, encouragement, and celebration. Be careful if you are clinging to someone or something tied to the past, what was in any way, Aries, during the second half of May of 2020. For those negative energies are what is keeping you stuck or trapped in your thoughts, unable to recognize a commitment that is beautiful and successful. So in a 3-card summary to my left. Again, Aries, you're in your element. Set goals and meet goals with the Queen of Wands energies, and trust that the High Priestess will bring you into the light of the truth. Wow. So there we have a masculine fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo, maybe older than you, Aries. And they're thinking about coming together for the long term. But they're also thinking about the work maybe that has to be done, the change, the communication to others, fearful of some form of ending or change. And Aries, someone in a great position of leadership is going to come towards you with an open heart, someone who is a father figure, grandfather figure, someone who is a leader in, I'm hearing the family. Maybe they have water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You're receiving a lot of attention and recognition, and some of you will be crying over spilt milk. Look at this, because you're still waiting on communication that may never come for some, or you're waiting on communication from an earth sign in their 20s, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and you're conflicted, Aries. And that's why Spirit's saying, lean on the energies of the Queen of Cups, where she can ground herself and listen to her intuition, where she can continue to manifest whether something works out or not. She's strong enough to honor her truth and ride the wave during the second half of May of 2020. So this could be you that they're talking about, whichever Aries I'm reading for. And thank you to those of you whom have let me know that these are indeed your readings or your energies. Here you are, shining like the sun by the end of May of 2020. But there is some form of shocking realization, attention, and recognition. For some of you, somebody's going to show back up and offer another empty cup. Maybe this has been going on for 3-4 months or 3-4 years. And you really want, Aries, to step into this path of great abundance. Step into maybe the path of the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, so you can free yourself from pain, anguish, worries, and fears, maybe regarding someone who had air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. You want to leave troubled waters behind and go into the Nine of Pentacles energies, where you are financially abundant, secure, stable, and independent. But someone here, and others here, is what I'm hearing, are laying down either, they're contemplating the ending of a path. Should I stay or should I go? I'm creating something wonderful, and I'm unsure if I want to fight this battle anymore. I'm breaking down because something's been a long journey, and and this could be home or business. I'm researching a new direction. And here comes an offer or opportunity, a commitment in the emotional aspects position. Some will be talking to a younger earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and are hoping that they'll choose the right direction in the area of home or business. Yeah, waiting on someone who has air in their chart for some Aries, or trying to make a decision about someone who may have earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Hoping for equal give and take, and that there will be success in the journey ahead. That this is a karmic opportunity to celebrate. So for those of you who have been working on something, planning a move, creating your own business, I feel there's going to be great energy in the last week of May of 2020, where there is going to be great celebration in connection to another or others. Wishes coming true with the Nine of Cups energies. Pushing beyond illusion and stepping into the truth of a solid foundation. Because you put a lot of effort and time in with the Three of Pentacles energies, we have the Three of Wands. Your ship is finally coming in. Now, if there is someone here, I feel like there's an Aries here who's like conflicted and feeling stuck, and at the same time, they're not able to trust. And that's what Spirit's saying needs to be cleaned up here, because you're just going to end up stuck or trapped. And to instead, in the day-to-day aspects position, push away from a battle, go through the door, sit down, get some supplies, and ground yourself. For whatever you begin to research, learn about, or do that it is you are passionate about. By the end of May of 2020, you could be stepping into a path, into a kayak, and going down this beautiful, magical stream. Because justice is turned in your favor in relation to a commitment, partnership, contract, or person. Wow. So someone's going to come into an awareness and celebrate with others, something having to do with a partnership, with a home, with a business. But fear will slow down this progress. So Spirit's giving this Aries the strength of the Ace of Swords to step into a new direction, a path of victory, and to ride the wave, for Spirit is going to help for you to heal from what may not work out and to free your mind and take into consideration a new commitment. It's time for a new beginning, and justice is turning in your favor. Let Spirit, as you ground yourself, bring this news to you. I'm going to close with one card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed. Closing message for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and so on. Closing message for the second half of May of 2020. Yep, it's time to kick back, work on something that really grounds you, something that you're proud of or that you want to research and learn more about. For the Eagle King energies will be with you in the second half of May of 2020, where you start to recognize the big picture, where you start to recognize angelic assistance, signs and synchronicities, where you go from planning a journey with the number 1 here in the number 12 and the number 2, come into commitments and partnerships in new directions with another, or when it comes to your own personal journey. 1 + 2 is 3. Know again that Spirit is helping to guide you into the highest, best path, to make the highest, best decisions, to think in a positive, uplifting way, and to clear your mind of what's making you feel stuck. So should these messages resonate for you, and you have further questions and or would like your own personal energy read, feel free to write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer a 1-month, 3-month, 6-month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. So, I'm also offering the Easter special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click that little bell because I do the readings as I am spiritually led, and you'll be the first one to know. Take care, and God